Good Monday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and this is your outlook for December 9th, 2013. And as much as I hate to say it, we have another system that is going to be affecting our area here on Tuesday, and we'll get into that in a minute here. Now let's do a review of the radar of the last 24 hours, and had some very impressive mesoscale banding that took place here over Philadelphia, and that's why they had such impressive totals here. This is something you have to forecast in the 11th hour as it's happening. And I know some people are like, well, you only had 1 to 2 inches down here. Well, this type of thing only works out when it's shown in the models about 1 in every 4 times. And for us to forecast something like that is pretty much suicide in the weather business, because it usually doesn't work out, and you'd be called hype artist if you do that. So we kind of just went with the radar trends, and what we do is during the event we will adjust on the fly, and that's what we did pretty well yesterday with our team. But that's what ended up happening here. Now we have another system coming in here tomorrow, but first you have to get through this morning here, and unfortunately for some areas there are going to be some hanging on to some freezing temperatures or below freezing temperatures, just some spotty light rain and drizzle here, nothing too much, but you see here at 5 o'clock in the morning here, hard to see here, so I'll draw it for you. There's a 32-degree line running just like this, so anything that points northwest up here is all still freezing rain and drizzle, and that would include like the Lehigh Valley and points northwest towards the Poconos, and of course out here in central PA. So Harrisburg, State College, all these places here are below 32 degrees according to the high-res NAM at 5 a.m. So we're still looking at that icing holding on, and it's still here at 7 a.m. too. Hasn't got out of the Lehigh Valley here yet, but it starts to increase the temperatures at about 9 o'clock in the morning. That's about the point where we expect Allentown to go above freezing. Harrisburg is now close to freezing as well, but may jump above freezing as well. So most of these areas are down in southeastern PA, and most of New Jersey, except for northern extreme northwestern PA here, are above 32. But up here, you're still up at the Poconos, down to maybe the northern Lehigh Valley, you're still below 32. So just something to watch out for. And we have some rain that's going to be moving here. There's just plain rain now, moving over some of the same areas that got some very significant snowfall yesterday. What we think is going to end up happening is this will move through, and we're expecting by mid-afternoon. Here's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, just some leftover showers here over New Jersey, but mid-afternoon this looks like it's ready to head out of here, and then that's pretty much it for any of the rainfall. However, we're going to look at the system for Tuesday here. This is for tomorrow. And this is tomorrow early morning, and we're going to have some snow that's moving in. Now, the difference between the system that we're ending with both yesterday and then ending with this morning is this one is going to be a little bit colder. That cold front's going to push a little bit further southeast, and low pressure is going to ride along that boundary. And because you're now in the cold sector over here, over eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, you're now talking about all snow. At least that's what the models are showing at this point. I don't see this being an issue of that. Here's the latest Canadian, though, and you see what it does. You see these dark blues that are showing up here, moving in across south central PA from York and Lancaster and places like that, moving up to the northeast. This is going to overtake the entire eastern region of our coverage area here. So all of New Jersey, down by Philly, again, is going to hit pretty good. The only difference is the areas to the northwest, I don't think you're going to get really too much into it. So northwestern portions of northeastern PA, just some lighter stuff here. Go to a different source here. Here's the GFS, same idea. The GFS is showing this moving in actually early, actually Tuesday morning. And then the next frame here is Tuesday early afternoon, and you can see where the lighter stuff is up here in northwestern PA here, but you have moderate to heavy stuff from, say, southern Poconos back to Harrisburg, and all the way down here into northern Delaware through the Philadelphia metro and straight across New Jersey. So everywhere in this circle here would be a pretty substantial accumulating snowfall. And why substantial? We're saying about 2 to 4. I think that's a pretty good estimate right now. Getting 1 to 3, 2 to 4. Here's the NAM, and this is NAM model's been going a little bit more aggressive here. Now some of these little spotty things here, this is what the NAM initialized with on the previous version of snow that was expected to fall from the system that we had overnight last night, again this morning, and it's not falling as snow, it's actually falling as freezing rain and drizzle. So some of these totals are a little bit inflated here, but you can see the whole idea here. The general axis of snows, just lighter stuff up here back by Williamsport, and all the way up in northern PA here. So these areas here are probably just about, maybe an inch of snow or something like that. And then if I would go a little bit further here, I'd probably say this area here, maybe from Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, all the way back here into, say, Chambersburg and places like that, all the way southwest. That's probably your 1 to 3 area. And then the rest of this area here, from the southern Poconos, Lehigh Valley, across the Philadelphia Metro, and pretty much all of New Jersey here. This entire area is probably a 2 to 4 inch range here. So we're going to narrow it down with the final call map as we see some more guidance going on the day on Tuesday. But we're going to look at this right now and say this is probably what's going to end up happening, since the majority of the model guidance we have to look at is showing the same idea. So maybe not so as robust as the NAM has it here, but I think 2 to 4 is a pretty good bet for some of these areas here, and we're not looking at anything too significant because it's going to be a quick mover. This is going to move in and out of here in about 6 hours, a 6-hour duration. So it moves in like, say, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. It should be done by about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon at the latest. From northwest to southeast, or so southwest to northeast, I'm sorry. And then that's a quick hitter, and that's out of here. After that, the GFS quiets down a little bit, and then we get a couple nice days here. Cold, nice days, but at least they're dry. And then we got another system, another system moving in for the weekend, and that could be a system that could be dealing with some snow and maybe some freezing rain and sleet again as we head into our next weekend. A lot of different solutions with this one yet, so we'll just kind of play that by ear as we get there. We want to get through this first one on Tuesday. Be sure to follow the Facebook page for the most rapid updates on this system throughout the day. On Monday, I am Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for December 8th, December 9th, 2013. Have a great Monday.